Hello, I'm Barbara McMillen, and welcome back to the Dallas Songwriters 31st Annual Dallas Songwriters Song Contest Awards. We're on a safari for the discovery of the best songs of 2021, and this is part two. Our performers today are the contenders of our Best Songs of the Meeting Awards. Thanks goes out to these dynamic performers for being here today to sing their songs for us. Also, today we will be announcing the Song of the Year and the Songwriter of the Year awards and a few community awards. We are so happy, so happy to have you tune in on Facebook, or you might be watching this from YouTube at a later date. Wherever you are, we are so happy that you're watching. And we have a great show for you in store. So today we're going to start out with introducing you to our illustrious DSA president, Michael Brandenberger. He joined DSA in 2009, and in 2018 he was awarded DSA Song of the Year for his song A Time for Love. And he's been DSA president since 2014 and was reelected for another year. Here is our great leader, Michael Brandenberger, for an explanation of the process of these awards.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad we could all get together. This is a fun event that we have every year, of course. It's the Song of the Meeting, and every member of the DSA is eligible to submit songs at each member meeting. We have songs by various members. They can submit 1, 2, 3 songs, as many as they like, at a meeting or throughout the year. And they don't have to be brand new songs, songs if you've written in the past that you'd like to get critiqued, are all eligible for the end of the year Song of the Year contest and the Songwriter of the Year. Songwriter of the Year is also called the Vern Daly Songwriter of the Year. Vern Daly was a longtime member of the DSA that was very prolific and wrote a lot of great songs, and we all enjoyed them. So we named this honor after him. So of course, the Song of the Year is as it says, it's judged by Jack Allday. He takes the top 10 songs throughout the year, and then picks a winner out of those songs. And then the Songwriter of the Year is the songwriter that has the most songs within that top 10 selection by Jack. And of course, Jack is a great musician himself. He's a longtime musician, played with a famous Dallas group called the Nightcaps, and we always love to hear those guys, and we like to hear from Jack every year. He's kind enough to judge this contest for us. So with that, I guess we'll, what's next, Terry? What do you want to do next?
Well, next, we had like 40 songs that were submitted to Jack Allday, the judge. That these are songs that were critiqued throughout the year. Mm-hmm. And I sent out a request, an invitation to all the people who had submitted songs throughout the year, and asking if they wanted to perform on this show, just play their song, just let people see and hear what we're all about. And I got responses back from several, and we've got maybe almost an hour's worth of music of these guys singing their songs, and you're one of them. And I've got you at the top of the list here. If you grab your guitar, and sing your song, and I'll get out of the way, give you the spotlight. And coming up after you would be Joe Pafume. So, okay. Michael, play us your song.
Well, I just knocked over my guitar stand, but that's okay. We'll figure that out later.
One of those expensive guitars.
We'll figure that out later. All right.
Okay, let me remove my spotlight.
So, Michael, tell us a little bit about the songs that you write.
Well, yeah, I've always been enamored of the jazz standards that have been so popular throughout the years. And when I started writing songs, I started writing some blues songs. I was playing in blues groups, and then I started writing some jazz standards, and so that's kind of my preferred style of writing. It's a little different, I suppose. People don't write in that style much anymore, but I still like it. And this song is called that I'm going to play today is called "You're the Best." And I have to give credit to my lovely wife for being the inspiration. We all have to have inspiration to write songs, and she's been a great inspiration in writing this song. So I'll play it and hope you enjoy it. All right. My world is such a better place to be. Since you arrived, it's been so heavenly. You're the one when I think of love. Baby, you're the best. It's no exaggeration or a cliche. You're amazing in a million ways. You're the one when I think of love. Baby, you're the best. Now it seems you're always in my dreams. I must confess, when I'm around you, I'm astounded that I found you and the magic in your caress. Things may get hazy when we're old and gray, but there's one thing I'll always say. You're the one when I think of love. Baby, you're the best. Now it seems you're always in my dreams. I must confess, when I'm around you, I'm astounded that I found you and the magic in your caress. Things may get hazy when we're old and gray, but there's one thing I'll always say. You're the one when I think of love. Baby, you're the best. Baby, you're the best.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much.
If you wait just a second.
Oh, I love the applause.
Crowd grew.
I forgot I had that plugged in. You usually I just play it through the microphone, but that's going through a mixer, so I thought that's pretty loud. You got a lot of applause there. Okay, folks, that was our fearless leader, Michael Brandenberger, and now we got Joe Pafume. I almost didn't find him. He put his hat on, and I didn't recognize him with his hat on for some reason or other. I'm going to replay Spotlight. Joe Pafume, he's out there almost all the way to Amarillo, up there around Childers somewhere, in a little town called Headley.
I'm 60 miles shy of Amarillo.
How close are you to Childers?
Childers is 30 miles.
Okay.
Turkey, Texas, not so,
Turkey, Texas, yeah, Turkey.
yeah, not so far.
Okay, well, Joe, what you got for us? Play us a song.
Well, I think I want to do the one that's nominated.
All right, that's a good idea. That's what I asked you to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long? I ain't no long, tall Texan. Or I'm standing 10 feet tall. I ain't figured it out yet.
Let's hear it.
I ain't no long, tall Texan. That don't mean a thing at all. Ain't no long, tall Texan. But I'm here to tell you all. Yeah, when I start playing, I'm a feeling 10 feet tall. I play play no guitar. I put a fiddle in my hand. If there's a microphone, then you know I'm your man. Play some music from the swamp of Texas swing. That's my friend. I play that old Bob Wills. Don't know much Crosby, Stills and Nash. And the thing by Hank, old Tubbs, or that fella Johnny Cash. Know I might live in a city, but I still like Conway Twitty. I play some music from the swamp, lay down some sweet country sound. Tell you wanna two-step, I'll play as long as you're around. Yeah, I don't get tired easy, as long as this guitar's in my hand. I ain't no long tall Texan. That don't mean a thing at all. I ain't no long tall Texan, but I'm here to tell you all. Yeah, when I start playing, I'm a feeling 10 feet tall.
Is that enough? How about that? There you go. That's Joe Pafume, folks. And now that's me right there. Now we got Michael Roth coming. Used to, when I'd introduce him, I'd have to say he was from New Mexico, but now he's from Florida. He just went right across. He came through town last week moving. He's in Florida now. Michael Roth, if I can find him here. Hang on here. I was fixing to get the wrong Michael up here.
Hey, Michael, tell us about what it's like in Florida. Why did you move there? What's going on?
Grandkids mainly.
There he is.
Yeah,
Grandkids. Okay. Yeah.
all of the grandkids, and
Yeah. That's what it usually is.
yeah, but it's it's interesting. We we got here. I mean, we came to Dallas and it was cold and rainy, and then we drove another 1,000 miles to Florida and it's cold and rainy, and
Uh-oh.
it's actually warmer in New Mexico right now. So
Yeah, well, your guitar's not going to dry up and crack as much as in Florida as what it would in New Mexico probably. So
I hope not. Yeah.
anyway, Michael submitted several songs this year, and we've asked him to do 2 songs today. So Michael, you gonna 2 songs?
Okay, well, yeah. So a lot of the songs that submitted, Eric Ramsey also submitted a bunch of
Yeah.
songs, and we submitted songs we wrote together. So I thought since Ehlert couldn't make it today, I was hoping he would, because he'd do better on these than me. But I thought I'd do a couple of the songs that we wrote.
Okay, let's hear him.
Okay, well, you guys probably have heard this one too much, but I'm gonna do it again anyway because I like it. It's called Gone, Gone, Gone. An old lady once told me about a Lake Erie water spout. Oh, the water ran away from the beach. She swore she could walk up to Canada, so far away and so out of reach. Even she can't trust her memory. The lake is there for all to see, but it was gone, gone, gone. I once stood out in a cornfield late at night all alone, looking up at the sky. Suddenly the stars fell down all at once, they rushed to earth. I stared for a long, long time. I never saw it in the news, like it never happened. It was gone, gone, gone. All these wonders that seem so mysterious, we can't believe our eyes. Standing right in front of us, they still take us by surprise. Then they're gone, 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 gone. There was a girl who said she'd marry me. She was more than I could ever hope for, but I was more than she could carry. My heart was an exploding star. Then the universe went dark. Forever is so temporary. I never saw that girl again, like it never happened. She was gone, gone, gone. All these wonders that seem so mysterious, we can't believe our eyes. Standing right in front of us, they still take us by surprise. Then they're gone, 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 gone.
That song, by the way, was number 3, right, in the big contest last week. Number two.
Get it right, Eric.
Yeah, it started off number 1, and then he said it just kind of fell down.
Yeah. Okay, you got one more.
All right, so I thought I'd do something a little different tone, maybe just kind of a simple love song. Sang of your love for a cowboy in a Red River coffee shop. How he broke your heart and left you with nothing but a song. With your tie-dye shirt and your dangling beads like your teardrops he left in the dirt. You hung out your pain on guitar strings with a voice that would crack in the places that hurt. But if you could sing a song for me, I'd rewrite the tale of your life. man doesn't have to be mean to be strong. I'd put joy in your voice and make you my wife for a song. I was enchanted by the melody, fragile notes like finest glass, so tender, sung so breathlessly, I wanted it to last. Well, I've got a horse and a saddle and a garden of flowers and dreams, watered by colors of passion. You'd be singing those songs to me. And if you could sing a song for me, I'd rewrite the tale of your life. A man doesn't have to be mean to be strong. I'd put joy in your voice and make you my wife for a song. I'd put joy in your voice and make you my wife for a song.
I love that song.
Yeah.
They just don't want to quit clapping for you, Michael.
I know.
But I'll tell you what, I can say one thing. I say it sincerely. New Mexico's loss is Florida's gain when it comes to songwriter. So,
I gotta try to tell them that. I don't know. They don't know I'm here yet.
oh, they're gonna love you down there. They're gonna love you. Okay, folks, that's Michael Roth now from Florida.
Yeah.
And coming up next, we got Rickey Gene Wright, and he's famous everywhere. I don't even know how to introduce this guy, but let me find him here. Rickey Gene Wright.
Well, the first song that I'm going to do is titled Made My Day.
But tell us a little something about yourself.
Well, I'm a kind of a mix between a folk and a country songwriter, so I guess I fall into the Americana genre. And so I have a website called AmericanaSingerSongwriter.com and a YouTube site. I've got 3 or 4 albums out there on Spotify and Apple Music and Pandora, you know, all those different places. And been a songwriter for a long, long time, and just actually back in 2014 decided to get things recorded. So that's where all the recording started. This first song, called Made My Day, I wrote it real fast after a phone call. And the year that wasn't, in 2020, I learned a valuable lesson that I should have already known, that we're supposed to keep in touch with people because they get lonesome. And that was a lesson that I learned, but I should have already known it. But so I wrote this song after I called this person. I hadn't talked to him for a long time, and in the conversation, they said, "Well, Rickey Gene, your voice just made my day." And so after we hung up, I picked up my guitar, and this is what came out. It's so good to talk again. Yes, it's been way too long, my friend. Thoughts of you sometimes dance through my mind. Well, I'll confess it happens all the time. I just want you to say things are good and you're okay. Now that we're talking, I've got to say the sound of your voice made my day. Long time no see, feels like forever. You're going your way and I'm going mine. The times between get longer, it seems. There's no one to blame and no fault to find. I just want you to say things are good and you're okay. Now that we're talking, I've got to say the sound of your voice made my day. I just want you to say things are good and you're okay. Now that we're talking, I've got to say the sound of your voice made my day.
That's a great song.
That's beautiful, Rickey.
Thank you.
Okay, one more.
All right. This particular song is one of those surprise songs. You never know where a song idea is going to come from. And who would have thought that you could be sitting in a business network meeting and you hear someone say something. In fact, they, at the end of the meeting, this host would always say, thank you for spending your most valuable thing, and that's your time. Thank you for spending your time with us. I got to thinking about that, and I realized that in reality, as I'm getting older, I've come to that decision that time is worth more than gold. And I guess that's just one of those things that you have to learn with experience. And so I wrote a little song, and it got picked up on a podcast, a business podcast called, as the bumper music, called Warriors versus Zombies. Anyway, it's called It's Not the Getting There. wish I had learned this truth many years ago. Be thankful for the days, good and bad, out on life's road. But the miles become the teacher, while the student learns real slow, traveling blind most of the time, wherever you go. It's not the getting there, it's the journey every day. It's not a race to see how many people know your name. One day you realize time was worth more than the gold. It's not the getting there, when you get there you'll know. Funny how wisdom and youth are always two different games. The years fly by so fast is the common human complaint. The memories in our mind turn to diamonds in our soul, and by the grace of God, down the road we go. It's not the getting there, it's the journey every day. It's not a race to see how many people know your name. One day you realize time was worth more than the gold. It's not the getting there, when you get there you'll know. One day you realize time was worth more than the gold. It's not the getting there, when you get there you'll know.
That's a good one too, Rickey.
Thank you very much.
That's a great song, Rickey Gene. Thank you very much for playing it. Okay, folks, that's Rickey Gene Wright, and now we've got Robert Ehlert coming up, and I like Robert Ehlert a lot. He's a grandpa just like me. About half the time I call him, he says, "Harry, I'd love to, but said I've got grandpa duty." And today we're lucky he doesn't have grandpa duty. So, Robert, you gonna play us one song?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's the name of it?
It's called Witness Tree. And I came upon that term some years ago. I was doing some reporting on some kind of story I was putting together. And I learned about these old trees that would be still growing, old growth trees, in famous places like Gettysburg and whatnot. And they called them witness trees. And you can find them in some horrific locations and whatnot. And I also started thinking about the surveyors who used them. When people were settling the land, they would see a tree and that would help them mark their survey so they could do a corner. And that term just kind of stuck with me. And one day I decided I was going to apply it to a song. But in this case, I think the witness tree is the conscience that we have. And so that's why I went with this song, Witness Tree. higher I climb, the better I see. I never once fooled the witness tree. It towered above the plains below, stoic and mute, no matter the show. Oh, oh, witness tree. Oh, witness tree, you're watching me. It saw everything that we might hide. Trace the tree rings, day in our pride. The conscience's wind, a kindred spirit that never once speaks, but you can hear it. Oh, witness tree. Oh, witness tree, you're watching me. The higher I climb, the better I see. I never once fooled the witness tree. It towered above the plains below, stoic and mute, no matter the show. Oh, witness tree. Oh, witness tree. Oh, witness tree, I know you're watching me. There you have it.
That's a great song.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah. Out in West Texas, we didn't have any trees. My daddy told me, he said those surveyors, what they'd use sometime would be they'd bury a Tabasco bottle, empty Tabasco bottle. Yeah. I don't know how exactly that worked, but anyway, good song. Okay, folks, that was Robert Ehlert, and now we've got Sarah Skoog. I hope I'm saying that name right. If not, she will correct me when I get her up here. She grew up in Lubbock, Texas, and went to school. My daughter found out a while ago, and now Replaces by. Hi, Sarah. How you doing? This is your first time on the show. Welcome to our show. You got one song, right, that you entered in the contest, and you're going to sing that song for us?
I did. I just recently moved back to the Dallas area and got on the uptake at the end of the year. And so I had just written this song and submitted it. It's not, I've got a lot of other ones that I'd love for you guys to critique, but this is the one that I had at the time. So here we are.
Well, let's hear it. Okay.
All right.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Here you are, out of thin air, like a shadow left you behind somewhere. There's a question in your eyes, like your life is a big surprise. But I'm not the one to set you free. It's all too much to carry. You will find your way. There's nothing else for me to do or say. It'll all come around when you lay your whiskey down. Lay your whiskey down. All the games and tricks of the trade, they haunt you now in the bed that you made. I know the fear is real, and the weight of your pain is still. You can find your peace, but it'll have to be on your own 2 feet. You will find your way. There's nothing else for me to do or say. It'll all come around when you lay your whiskey down. Just lay your whiskey down. I'm not your prison bars, and I'm not your northern star. The child you left behind is not your lifeguard. You will find your way. There's nothing else for me to do or say. It'll all come around when you lay your whiskey down. Just lay your whiskey down.
thank you so much. That was beautiful. I love your voice.
Thank you. Thank y'all so much.
And I know if any of our friends out in Lubbock was watching, you made them proud. So
Oh, I hope so. Thank you.
we're glad to have you in Dallas now. So that was Sarah Skoog. Did I pronounce that right? Skoog?
It's Skoog, but my nickname is Skoogie, so whatever you want to do.
It's Skoog. Well, how come you put two O's in there then?
Well, I didn't.
Okay. Okay, I'll know next time. Skoog, Sarah Skoog. Okay. Okay, now then, we got this next fella, folks. I tell you, he when he writes a song, he signs it Seth Ginsburg. And when he sings a song, he says his name is Ace Pounder, so he's kind of got a split personality, I guess. So he's got two songs a day. I guess one song he's going to sing is Seth, and the other song he's going to be Ace, right?
Well, I write it. Seth basically, for years was a boring advertising exec, which is okay. But, then by night, I become Ace Pounder, who sounds like vaguely interesting.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we love you anyway. So.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to do a couple songs that were materially improved by this process that we're talking about going on and having people listen to stuff. And always, it's always good to listen to what people have to say, especially smart people who write songs. And so these are both. The first one, I need to give credit before I even play it to Edie Brookshire, who was on the show that night as a presenter. She was our guest, and just a wonderful person. And at the end of this, she listened to it and said, well, you wrote half of it as a question. Why don't you have an answer? And it made the whole song like 15 times better. So I say thank you. I want to begin by thanking her. And so I wrote this when I first came here. But the time has made it something else. So this is called, Was I Really Destined to Come to Texas?
You were.
Well, I was talking with a friend just the other day about the music that we both love. About Jerry, Jeff, and Willie, and almost Governor Kinky, and the fiddle parts to Bob Will's Faded Love. I developed this mania when still in Pennsylvania, and I heard about the Rose of San Antone. Perhaps I was destined to come to Texas and make this place my own. Was I really destined to come to Texas? Was I born to see the Alamo? Was I meant to write sonnets about blue bonnets and hang out in St. Angelo? Was I really destined to come to Texas, where fairways in the winter turn to gold? Was I really destined to come to Texas? Was it just to get out of the cold? Well, I guess that I was destined to come to Texas, where Fort Worth waves a howdy to the west, with hill country flowers and riverwalk hours, and Austin's charming weirdness is the best. You know, I guess I was destined to come to Texas, where you don't have to fit into a mold. You know, I guess I was destined to come to Texas, 'cause I surely didn't get out of the cold.
Well, we're glad you came.
Me too.
I like that song. One more.
All right. Well, this is in that special category of Seth songs.
So this is Seth.
No. Oh well, yeah. The Aces. I don't know. I'm very confused. Well, Seth wrote it. I mean,
Okay.
Let's see. Harry likes Ace's performance of Seth's song.
Okay.
So that you see,
Let's hear it.
those of you who don't know, I have a whole everything Harry likes I keep in my repertoire, so I play stuff for him. But anyway, this is all a true story. This is well, it explains itself. And the reason I chose this one of the ones is that thanks to Barbara, who said I like the song, but you got the wrong name in the song. The song should be a toast to Missouri Jane in this case. And I said, yeah, it makes sense. So I changed it, and it works better now. I was working as a farmhand in Missouri, Ozark County, when I came across a marker on the ground, alone beneath some bushes near a little stream with rushes. It appeared to be a headstone that I found. I guess that I was walking in what once had been a graveyard, or there was nothing much to say as though standing there. It had all been washed away except for a lonely marker. Only a solitary headstone showed some care. The words still stood out defiantly, affirming with no doubting. Here was the grave of Missouri Jane. She's gone but not forgotten. So let's drink a toast to Missouri Jane and cheer her time allotted. More than 100 years along, and still she's not forgotten. Missouri Jane died, it said, just short of 1900, before she lived a life to 25. But there was something about her that caused her friends to celebrate her. So let us keep her memory alive. The words still stood out defiantly, affirming with no doubting. Here was the grave of Missouri Jane, and she's gone but not forgotten. So let's drink a toast to Missouri Jane and cheer her time allotted. More than 100 years long, and still she's not forgotten. There, for Missouri Jane.
I love it. Good song. And thanks for coming and playing for us, Seth or Ace. And folks, that was Seth Ginsburg, Ace Pounder. And now, For our last songwriter, last but not least, this guy, he's a professional musician or a professional and a musician. I'm not sure which one it was, but either way, it's pretty dang good.
Wow.
Let me get the right thing here. Okay,
Thank you, Harry.
Wayne Willingham.
Ace.
He got two
that
songs.
last song is definitely Texas. Definitely. So.
Thank you, sir.
And good to hear you. Good to see everybody. Ricky, when you did the song about, and I've been thinking about this a long time, is that the one thing we can't buy more of is time. So that song was really poignant to me. So, but on a completely different subject. Okay, am I supposed to tell people about me here, Harry?
You can tell them a little bit. We don't want to know a whole lot, just kind of who you are and stuff.
I was a professional musician for a long time, and then I switched careers, and I didn't pick up a guitar for 18 years, but I wrote a lot of programs and made a lot of money. And then I decided I could afford to go back to playing guitar.
Lucky you, yeah.
And so I picked up the guitar again in 2014 after 18 years. And I've recorded 4 albums, and we're working on a 5th, and don't ask me why or how that happened. But this song, basically just picture there's a guy who's had a bit of an argument with his significant other, and he's probably pretty young. This may be the first time he's had an argument with her. But he stands at the door, keys in hand, and he turns back and looks and says, I'm going to go for a drive. And I'll be back when you gain some perspective. Like I said, he's young. Well, the evening doesn't go very well for him. And on top of everything else, adding insult to injury, he finally realizes, though he can't even admit it yet to himself, that she was right. This is called Running Away. Stumbling on a crosstown highway, your face splattered with rain, thinking you were rich, your car's in a ditch, now you're still just running away. Gonna keep her guessing, teaching her a lesson, longer that you stay away. Take a look at who's soaking in his shoes, yeah, we're still just running away. You're still just running away. Why do you go to extremes? She's been the girl of your dreams since you were 14. Think you'd ever find a replacement for the sunshine she gave? And you find out later you couldn't really hate her, she just had something to say. Thinking you're the boss, you already lost, yeah, you're still just running away. You're still just running away. Why must you go to extremes? She's been the girl of your dreams since you were 14. Think you'd ever find a replacement for the sunshine she gave? And you find out later you couldn't really hate her, she just had something to say. You're missing her the most, you just seen a ghost and you're still just running away. Thinking you're the boss, you already lost and you're still just running away. You're still just running away. You're still just running away.
Okay, I'm convinced you're a professional musician now. Okay.
Well,
What you got next for us?
well, this is, and it's funny because I submitted 2 songs all year, only 2 songs, and they were both the same night, and it was a night that Helene Cronin was visiting us, and she did her song I think, called "The Ghost" or "Ghost" or something like that, and both of my songs mention a ghost in one way or another, and so we had a rather ghostly experience, and Halloween came in April, so. But this is a song that could take place, the story could take place any honky tonk in Texas on any Friday or Saturday night. You could see this scenario taking place. This is called Dancing with Him. She strides through the door of the dance hall Friday round 10. Takes off her coat, checks her makeup, greets all her friends. Gathers her courage and straightens her dress. Waits for the song to begin. And she sways and she swirls and she offers her hand to the air. Laughs as she twirls, though you know that there's nobody there. Floats in his arms as she did way back then. She's more than remembering when. She's not dancing alone anymore. She's dancing with him. 49 years every Friday they stroll through the door. All eyes upon them, they circled as one across the floor. Ghost of a partner still guides every move, graceful as ever before. And she sways and she swirls like the girl who was belle of the ball. No need for a mirror to know who's the fairest of all. Floats in his arms as she did way back then. She's more than remembering when. She's not dancing alone anymore. She's dancing with him. She's not dancing alone anymore. She's dancing with him. Dancing with him. Dancing with him. Oh, dancing with him.
Thank you, Wayne Willingham.
Thank you, Harry. I just want to mention that both of those songs are going to be on an album that's coming out in right around March 1st, March 5th.
You got an album coming out in March. Okay, well, everybody buy the album.
Temptation Road. Thank you.
Temptation Road. Okay, that was Wayne Willingham, folks, and now moving right along. It's just where we find out who the winners and all those kind of people are. Our judge for the best songs of the meeting's critiques. Now we have a meeting once a month, and we have song critiques. And I think Michael Brandenberger presented a lot of this, but these guys, they write a song and they bring it in, we critique it, and then they go back, they take notes and they go back and fix their song and record it and everything. And then at the end of the year, they all submit their songs, those that want to. for the contest, and our contest judge is Jack Allday. And I gave him 40 songs this year to judge. And let me tell you a little bit about Jack Allday before I get him up here. As our judge for the best songs of the meeting critiques was Jack Allday. He was an all-star athlete throughout high school. I think he went to Highland Park. Who went on to perform with a 60s group, the Nightcaps. Now, folks, I played in a little rock and roll band back in the 60s at Texas Tech, and I tell you what, every little garage band, every dorm band, everybody who played any kind of little old dance, they knew how to play Wine, Wine, Wine. If they didn't get asked back. And Jack Allday was the drummer in this group. And never did I ever imagine that I'd be introducing him 50 years later or 60 years later, or whatever it is. And I've admired that group for so long. He's the last surviving member. I think he's the drummer. Anyway, the Nightcaps, who were inducted into the 2018 Dallas Songwriters Hall of Fame. Jack is also a highly regarded media and creative consultant, as well as the department chair of advertising and marketing studies at Northwood University in Cedar Hill. I think he's athletic director. He's got to go to a basketball game or something here pretty quick. We're going to get him out of here. And I guess I better get him up here on the screen.
I think he's moved on to athletic director at UNT.
Athletic director at UNT? Okay.
UNT Dallas.
Okay,
UNT
well, I'm going to
Dallas.
get you up here. You can straighten out everything I've said, Jack. I'm sorry. Replace
We didn't
spotlight.
know. When did you take that position at UNT Dallas?
7 years ago.
Okay.
7 years ago.
Wow.
Well, anyway. Okay, Jack, we really appreciate you coming and judging this contest and everything for us, and you're a celebrity to all of us. And just to make it easy for you, what I did, I made a little video that's got all the top 10. What I asked Jack to do is to pick out the top 10 songs and rank them, and then the top 3 would be our first, second, and third place winners. And then the person who had the most songs in that top 10 became our Songwriter of the Year. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show that little video, and Jack, I'm going to put it right beside you here if I can do this right. Hang on. Add spotlight. Can you see that?
I can.
Okay, hang on. Just through the magic of computers here, I'm fixing to do this for you. Okay. Now these aren't in any particular order. They're just I think it's in alphabetical order, but these are the 10 songs. You can read those, make comments, whatever.
Well, I'm going to focus on the top 3. I'll just tell you while you're looking at those how I do this. I usually come in on a Saturday or a Sunday. I like to listen to them all at one time instead of doing them in pieces. So I've got some context, and I have a template that you guys provide, which is helpful, so I can put some numbers to it. And it's very hard to do because I used to judge advertising and creative contests, and it's just very difficult unless something really stands out as the best. And there was, as I said, 40 this year. And there wasn't an enormous amount of difference between the ones that were toward the bottom and the ones at the top. There was a difference, but I'm always surprised and amazed at how many good entries there are and how many good songwriters there are out there, because it's not easy to write a song. It's not easy to write anything. But and the other thing I'll say when you're running through this again is how much courage it takes to do anything creative. I spent my career in advertising, and our work was always clients critiqued them, the audiences critiqued them, and you're kind of putting your soul out there for people to judge. And an insurance guy, a banker doesn't do that. But when you're in the creative, when you're writing a short story or doing a painting or writing a song, everyone's a critic. And creative people tend to take it personally sometimes because we tend to be more sensitive maybe than the insurance salesman. And that's a two-edged sword because we're more easily wounded, but we also see things that the other guy doesn't see that makes our life more interesting and enriched. So I have a lot of admiration for you guys that do this. And Harry says I'm a musician, and I am, but I sure couldn't write a song. I couldn't write a song with a gun in my head. I can write silly little poems. I'm a great little stupid poems. I've written those all my life, but I could not write a song. And And the other thing about writing a song is it's hard to do something with the melody. Songs today, more and more, the melodies tend to be relatively similar. When you look back at the Great American Songbook, those melodies were all unique, but maybe they've all been written. So anyway, I guess now I go to the top three. Is that
okay. What I'm gonna do, Jack, when you announce the third place, you start with the third place, and then we got a certificate to give them, and while that certificate's on the screen, I'm going to play a little 20-second clip of their song. So you can announce the third place winner anytime you want. And
so I announce the third place, and then you play the clip, and then I make a comment or two on it.
Yep.
Okay. The third place winner, and I liked it a lot, was "That's the Kind of Love I'm Talking About."
You dance with the angels on the head of a pin. That's the kind of love I'm talking about. You have no idea the shape you got me in. That's the kind of love I'm talking about. You pick me up when I get down.
So you don't know this, Jack, but that's by Eric Ramsey.
Well, good. I like the, again, on any kind of creative product, you have to start with the concept. And if you don't have a good concept, my theory has always been it's not going to work no matter how well you execute it. And all these three, I like the concepts. And that one is about a guy that appreciates his girlfriend. The lyric makes sense. It tells a story. It rings true. The melody is simple, but not totally predictable. It has a bridge in there. I think a tune like this has recording potential. It might be more of a pop tune. I'm not a pop guy, but I would see it as a pop tune. And I would always try to think who could record this. I think maybe Paul Simon might be a good person to record that. And I think it has a lot of potential. So I like number three. I like this tune a lot. And it was not, the difference in the top three was a total of about 4 points. So it was very, very close. So I like number three a lot. That's the kind of love I'm talking about.
Okay. Number two.
Number two is Now That You've Gone.
Stephen Troum.
I've been thinking about the times that we had, and I realized that most of them were bad. And as I reflect, I'm feeling kind of glad that you're gone. Now that you're gone. Now that you're gone.
And I thought this tune was just hysterical. It was very, very funny to me. And the concept was that this guy's girlfriend or lover or whatever she was is gone, and how happy he is that she's gone. And I think most of us have been there, have had some kind of relationship that when it's over, we thought, good grief, I'm glad that that's over with. I like the tempo. It's happy. You want to tap your toes to it. The lyric is funny. It's whimsical. It makes you smile when you listen to it. The bridge uses two phrases I've never heard in a song in my life. One is psychopath, and one is flipping you the bird. I don't think Cole Porter would have used either one of those songs or phrases, but they were appropriate and very funny. It's kind of a novelty tune. We would call that in the jazz world. And if he was alive, someone like Roger Miller could take that song and really do something with it, because it's very, very funny and it really rings true. So I like that a lot. And I guess now we get to the number one tune.
Now we get to go number one.
And that is You're the Best.
Michael Brandenberger.
Such a better place to be. Since you arrived, it's been so heavenly. You're the one when I'm thinking love. Baby, you're the best. It's no exaggeration or a cliche. You're amazing in a million ways. You're the one when I'm thinking love. Baby, you're the best. Now it seems you're always in my dreams. I must confess, when I'm
And that tune, the concept on it was similar to the number 3 concept. It's somebody that appreciates his girlfriend or significant other, and that could probably be sung by a woman and would apply to either gender. I thought it was the most sophisticated of the 40 that I listened to, if that's a good adjective. The melody is interesting and it's not totally predictable. It's got a couple of twists and turns in it that I like. The lyric makes a lot of sense. The lyric is intelligent. There are not any trite phrases in it. It makes sense as a lyric. It kind of reminded me it could be a movie theme if you were writing it for a movie. And I could see it as being a pop tune, but really probably as a jazz tune, and someone like Diana Krall might be able to sing that tune, or Tony Bennett could maybe sing it. So I just thought it was a very sophisticated song, and I think it could easily be picked up by somebody and recorded. So that was the number 1 tune.
What do you say about that, Michael Brandenberger?
Thank you, Jack. Wow, how kind.
Well,
I really appreciate it. I really do. You write songs, and you write them for yourself a lot. If other people like them too, then that's all the better. But that song I wrote for my wife, and she loved it, and I'm glad Jack did, and I hope you all enjoyed it as well. But there were so many good songs. I congratulate everybody that entered and got judged, and because like someone said, songwriting is hard, but we do it, and I really enjoyed all the songs that we heard today. Very good.
So Michael
nice.
and Jack, y'all know we've got one big award coming right next, and I think, Michael, do you want to introduce the Vern Daly Award?
Yeah, as I said earlier, the Vern Daly Award was named in honor of Vern Daly. He left us. He was a longtime member, I guess. Maybe as long as the DSA was around. Barbe would know better, but
yes, yeah,
he passed on, but left a nice legacy of wonderful songs, and he won a lot of the member song contest that we used to have, and he was prolific. So it's an honor to be the Songwriter of the Year, because Vern Daly was a great one, and I'm sure we've got a great Songwriter of the Year this year. So. I'm not sure who that is.
It is Stephen Troum.
Stephen Troum. Barb, explain how he got to be the...
Okay, so he was Songwriter of the Year because there he is. Wow, right from the hospital. He's right there at the hospital.
Yeah, we got to say one thing about him, though. His parents spent a lot of money sending him to med school to become a doctor, and now he wants to play the guitar. I don't know what to say.
That's right.
So we take the scores that Jack gave, and whoever gets the highest points in the top 10 is the winner of the Vern Daly Songwriter of the Year Award. And Stephen Troum had Lift Your Head, Now That You're Gone, and I Should Have Kissed You, in that order of garnering points. So congratulations, Stephen.
Very good.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations, Stephen.
Thank you so much. This is such an honor, because I know the quality of songs this year was really, really high. And let me tell you something. It's been a pleasure working with all you guys and developing my songwriting and such. As you can tell, I would have performed, but I'm unfortunately working today, as you can see.
We would never guessed.
Yeah. What's funny is people that know me as a doctor and then learn that I play music say, "Oh, that's great, your music. That could be your backup plan." And I'm like, no, being a doctor was my backup plan. Plan A was be a rock star. But anyway, it's been great. I hope to continue to be active in the society and write songs, and do this all again next year. And thank you so much for the recognition. And it truly is honor and humbling to be among all these other fantastic songwriters that were in the contest.
Thank you, Stephen. I'm
Thank
so
you, Stephen.
glad that you could tune in and be with us from the hospital.
Oh, thank you. It took some cashing in some favors, but I really wanted to be part of this. So thanks again.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Stephen.
All right, thank you.
Songwriting anything like brain surgery?
It could be. You could look really bad if you mess up in either.
Yeah. Congratulations, buddy.
And thank you, Jack Allday.
Yes,
Thanks,
we'd like
guys.
to thank.
I enjoyed it. You know, it's fun. Interesting comment. I know you like without COVID, you have these things at a saloon or someplace, a bar, a venue, and when everybody comes and drinks and really in terms of listening to the music, this is almost better because you're sitting here in front of a screen and there's not any superfluous stuff going on and noise and people whispering in your ear. And so it's really kind of a nice way to do it. Anyway, well, I got to jump off and go see if we can win a couple of basketball games. And
thank you so much for being a part of Dallas Songwriters Association and being a great Best Songs of the Meeting judge for the past few years. We are so lucky to have found you. You are wonderful, Jack. Thank you so much.
You guys are great, and I have enormous respect for you and for every one of you and for what you do. It's just it ain't easy, and it's you don't always get the pats on the back you deserve, but I really appreciate you. So thanks, and maybe I'll see you next year. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you, Jack. And when you get home, I hope go get yourself a little glass of wine, okay?
You know, the better tune was Thunderbird by far.
I know you say that, but
ZZ Top stole it from us and offered us $300,000, and we said no, it's worth $2 million, and we got $0. So that's
showbiz.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we'll see you. Hope y'all win today.
I do too.
Barb, it's all yours now. What do you want to do?
Thank you, Stephen, for showing up.
Thank you, Barb.
Are you going back to surgery now?
I'm afraid so. So y'all have a pleasant rest of the weekend.
Good luck. I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Stephen.
I'm sure you will. Bye-bye.
All righty. So we're going to move on down the road into this safari. And we're going to go into our community awards and find our best community leaders today. And so I'm going to start out with the first community award, and I'm going to present the Hermann Sons Columbia Lodge 66 Community Humanitarian Award to Bobby Wilbanks. So Dallas Songwriters would like to recognize Bobby Wilbanks, president of Hermann Sons Columbia Lodge 66 in Dallas, Texas, for a special community humanitarian award. For the past few years, DSA has partnered with Hermann Sons Columbia Lodge to bring toys at Christmas time to the underprivileged South Dallas youth community. It's been a tradition for DSA to be involved in a toy drive, and only natural that we would partner with the Sons of Hermann Columbia Lodge to reach out to South Dallas community through Greg Smith, a DJ at KNON, and in conjunction with the Larry Tudson Jr. Toy Drive. Our primary focus each season is raising funds for bicycles, helmets, and locks that are given in December through RL Blues Palace. Bobby Wilbanks, president of Columbia Lodge, is a hard-working Santa in this instance. DSA donates $500 to the lodge, and the lodge matches the funds and writes Wilbanks a check. Then the hard work begins. He physically purchases, stores, and delivers the bikes and accessories to South Dallas comes December, dressed in his Santa suit. Wilbanks is greeted by a lot of grateful kids who would not have Christmas if it were not for his loving dedication. Also, each July on his birthday, he hosts a Christmas in July party to kick off the toy drive and start the public donations. We can't think of anyone more worthy than Bobby Wilbanks to receive the Dallas Songwriters Association Community Humanitarian Award.
Okay,
You had him
Barb.
on screen for a minute.
Yeah. Okay. Well, his handle here on this window is Hippie Bobby, and I wasn't
That
sure.
is Hippie Bobby.
That's
We're
me.
looking for Hippie Bobby
Okay.
Santa
That's
Claus at
me.
Christmas time
Hey,
and
Bobby,
in
were
July.
you a hippie once upon a time, or you just
I still am, sir.
Still a
are?
hippie.
I wear that badge proudly.
Okay.
It's all about the peace and love in this world. We need all we can get.
So here's
Okay.
how the certificate reads for those of you on Facebook looking at a little screen. You might want to know. Dallas Songwriters Association presents Bobby Wilbanks, president of Hermann Sons Life Columbia 66 Lodge, with the 2021 Excellence in Community Service Award for outstanding humanitarian service to the kids of South Dallas through Larry Tudson Jr. Toy Drive.
Wow.
Can we have some accolades? Can we
Yes,
have
we
some
can.
claps? Can you get some claps in there with us?
And I accept this with very humbly. The Larry Tudson Foundation. I have been so honored to be with them for the past 10 years and for the past 30 with the Sons of Hermann. It is my family. Barbara knows how I feel about these people and these kids. The world is in just such a horrible, horrible place, and we got to make it better. And when I went down there to see that toy drive the first time, I came back and it changed my life. I came back. It's okay. We can never not be part of this again, because this is our neighborhood and we need to make our neighborhood better. And I think we make our little niche in the world better, and we'll just keep pushing that out until it takes over the world. We help as many as we can through the Sons of Hermann, various organizations that South Dallas lines with Greg Smith. We partner up with Greg, who was a humanitarian last year. This has been a labor of love, and it always has been. I'm very honored and humbled by this. Y'all can't see it, but there's tearing. And Barbara, see, I get really emotional about things when I'm very passionate about my love for these kids. And I just wish my wife was here to see it. I know she's looking down.
Oh, yeah.
Because she was always there with me. So this goes to Julie as well, because she's 36 years and 30 in the 10 that we did this together.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first one without her, and it was hard.
Yeah.
But I know she's here with me now, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I'm truly humbled. Thank you so much from the Dallas Songwriters Association, and thank you for all you've done for us through the Tudson Society. And we're kicking it up this year, because the Larry Tudson Society has gone beyond just toys. We're now a true foundation, and we're fixing to start doing food giveaways and clothes giveaways. We're kicking it up. 2022 is going to be the year that Tudson explodes. We've got so much coming up. Christmas in July is on my 60th birthday this year, so I'm planning on throwing it up a notch. It's gonna be a party. I will let everybody know about that, and I would definitely like the Songwriters Association to be involved in this as well. And again, thank you from the bottom of my heart, everyone. I am so honored to take this award for the
Very
Sons
deserved.
and for myself.
Very deserved, Bobby. You have a big
Very
heart. And just to clarify for those of you who don't realize, Sons of Hermann Hall is at the edge of Deep Ellum and very close to Fair Park. And the community that we're talking about is just south of Fair Park. And so it's really our neighborhood.
It's on Al Lipscomb Way, which used to be where it would turn, and right there where that McDonald's is in front of the fair, take a right and go a quarter mile down into the hood, because that's where we pass the toys out. Yeah. It is truly a labor of love, and that's why we say when people donate toys, please don't give us any guns. These kids hear gunshots daily and nightly. We don't need to perpetuate that violence by giving them more guns. So that's why we give out bikes and bicycle chains and helmets to give, and education. We tend to try to give educational toys to give these kids a leg up out of the hood and give them a better chance. You know, one of the things, and I always use this example, I go out and I put a lot of, and this year I have an 8-year-old grandson, and I took my grandson this year, and that's how I got COVID, because I took him to buy toys with me, and we shared a piece of sausage, and I got COVID for it. But I was showing him how to buy toys for others. I said, go out. I want you to just take this money that I've been given and let's go buy toys. I said, I want you to pick out toys for children your own age, boys and girls that you don't even know. So we could instill that in him as well, to buy these toys. And I always look and pick a particular toy that I'll track that toy and see where it goes. And one year I bought a football with a tee. It had a kicking tee. And that was the only difference between it and all the other footballs there. But this little 10-year-old boy, he was 10 or 11, and he got that football with the tee. And he came up to Santa, and he starts talking to Santa and telling him, this is all I've ever wanted. I says, I want to be a professional place kicker. I can get a football, but I can't get a tee. And I says, this football, I want to be a professional place kicker, and I can do it with this tee, Santa. And he didn't know that I bought that football and that tee. But I'm standing there, and just behind my beard, it's getting wet, because this child, that's all he wants is the way out of the hood. And so it's just it's a joy to help with this. And I encourage anybody that ever wants to come down and see it, because your heart will explode. You will no longer be a Grinch after that, because your heart will get so big it will break out of your chest. And I thank you so much for this. And I will go back to the lodge and be beaming when I show this around, and I show this to my friends, because I didn't do it for the accolades. I just did it because I know how it makes me feel. And that's all I do it for, is to see the other kids that maybe we're making a difference in somebody else's life, or something that we just want to do for somebody else, and I think we just need more of that right now. So thank you. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, I'm deeply touched. Thank you.
What a great story. What a great story. Speechless. Let us know what we can do for you when it comes to Big Christmas in July. We always want to be a part of that, and we will certainly help you. That's how we start kicking off that fundraising, and so that's what we'll be doing in July. Is having.
And as I say, the Touchin' Foundation is fixing to. They're really starting to attach with more corporate entities, so we can do food pass outs and things like that. We're about to become much more involved in our neighborhood down there, because they need it. And, Deep Ellum's booming.
It is.
That area is not. So we need to get all those people in Deep Ellum to start passing it on down the road to where the kids really need it.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Again, thank you so much, folks.
Yeah. Thank you, Bobby. Hippie Bobby, Santa Claus at Christmas in July. Well, this next person, she's a performer, a poet, an artist, an award-winning songwriter of many, many genres. She's been involved with DSA for over 25 years and has served on our board in a number of capacities. We found out how great a lyric critiquer she is, and we drafted her as our lyric contest director, where she's done that for the best ever job for the past few years. Here's Alexis Tapp to present our next community award.
Thank you, Barbie. And hello everybody out there in DSA and Facebook land. I'm hoping that my friend Red Byboth is on the screen somewhere. Harry, can you tell me?
All I'm looking, I don't see him yet. If he's there, you need to speak up. But I don't see Red Byboth on here.
Okay.
Let me just. Okay. If he's not here yet, we might just wait a little bit longer.
All right.
And let's go over to. We'll do another 2 awards, and then we'll come back to you to see if he checks in. Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay, that's great. All right.
So you gonna go to Rickey Gene?
Yeah. So then up next is going to be, we're going to get Rickey Gene Wright in here. Here's,
let me
tell
find
you.
him here.
Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about him while you're finding him. He hosts the Dallas Songwriters Association Songwriters Round on the third Friday each month, where throughout the past year we've made a lot of friends over some great Italian food. Now, you've already met him earlier. Besides being a dynamic performer and a Hayride Records recording artist, he's also a Dallas Songwriters director. Hey, we're going to bring Rickey Gene Wright back to present the next Community Award and tell you all about the venue that he hosts this event at.
Well, I like to call the Porta de Roma the Little Eisman. It's across the parking lot from the Eisman Performance Center in Richardson, Texas. And there's a lot of people that come through that restaurant, coffee shop, bar. It's really all those things. They even have a private room that you can rent. And a lot of people come through there from the performances before and after those shows across the parking lot. So it's really hard to get a business owner who has two businesses, and Porta de Roma has a location downtown, and this is the second location in Richardson, and it's really hard to get him to have time to come on our show. So I'm just going to go ahead and present the award. The Dallas Songwriters Association presents Demi, Beshiri, owner of Porta de Roma, with the 2021 Excellence in Community Service Award for their outstanding venue for supporting original music and the best Italian food in Richardson, Texas.
Can we have some accolades there, Harry?
Oh, okay. I was.
I know we're keeping you busy now, aren't we?
Yum.
Yeah,
Yum.
but I think Red just signed on.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. So I'm so sorry that we couldn't get Demi here today. He is such a personable guy. We love talking to him in the restaurant, and he really likes musicians and music, and he's really good to us.
And all the
there.
pictures that you see hanging on the wall,
Uh-huh.
he painted them. He's a very good artist, too.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm so impressed. So we wish he could be here today, but you can meet him any third Friday because he's always there. Come on out to our Songwriters in the Round on the third Friday that Rickey Gene hosts and meet Demi and have some of his great food. I mean, his food is just wonderful. Okay, so thank you so much, Rickey Gene, for tuning in and presenting that award for us.
Good job, Rickey Gene.
Yeah. So it looks like we've got Red here, and we're going to bring Alexis back up.
Bring Alexis back up. And I think that's Red. It just says iPhone, but I don't know anyone else that would be coming on. I bet that's him.
He said he was going to be logging in on his iPhone.
There he is. Okay.
There he is. Hey, Red.
Hey, Red. Good to see you.
Wait, let me get it. Whoop, he needs to.
He's muted. You need to unmute yourself, buddy.
Unmute. Oop, I'm sorry. I hit that. Do it again. Red, do it again. Yeah. Unmute.
Unmute yourself again.
There you go.
I thought I did. Is that it?
That's it. You got it.
Yay.
Okay.
Good.
Hey, I'm
Hi,
out here.
Red.
How are y'all?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm out here on the patio in front of the stage.
Well, keep it warm for us because we want to come back soon.
We're looking forward to you. We started live music back up last night. We had a great night, and tonight we expect another one. So.
Well, good. I think you told me earlier today that it was some local talent.
Yeah, we had a good kid out of Rockwall last night named Brandon Albert, and tonight is Jeremy Stoddard. Next week we've got 3 acts starting on Thursday. We've got some singer-songwriters out of Nashville coming through, and with Scott Sean White, who I think y'all know.
Yes, he's a DSA.
That's awesome.
person.
Yeah, well, keeping original music alive. Thank you.
I'm trying to. I hope this background music here isn't messing with y'all because I didn't.
No, it's good.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's good. Yeah, I have a award here for you. And I'm glad that I get to be the one to give it to you since I've known you so long, and
It's awful generous of y'all.
respect your, your history with my city, and all the things you've done to serve people with the rodeo and everything. And so this venue of yours is wonderful. We are so honored to be able to play there, and it's been wonderful having the outdoor area available during COVID. Because it's just kept us alive with our live performances. And so thank you so much. And Dallas Songwriters would like to recognize you, Red Byboth, as owner of Love and War in Texas and in Plano, Texas, for a special community award. And the certificate reads, Dallas Songwriters Association presents Red Byboth, owner of Love and War in Texas, with the 2021 Excellence in Community Service Award for the outstanding venue for supporting original music and the best Texas cuisine in town. And I can speak from personal experience. They have some good steaks, Poops.
Thank you very much.
And we just love coming there and playing. So thank you so much, Red. And
I appreciate it. We love having you. We love what we do here. We're trying to make it better and better every day.
well, 2022 is going to be a banner year for you. I just know it.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you for coming today.
We appreciate what y'all do. Keep them kids coming. Let's just keep turning out these songs, these original music. We like it.
Thank you, Red. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Red.
Thank y'all very much. Appreciate
Big
you.
claps.
Y'all be careful.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Alexis. Good
All
job.
right. That was wonderful. Thank you, Alexis, for doing that. He's a special guy. All right. So we've got one last community award to present. And this is kind of special to my heart, my girlfriend. Voted, I'm going to present the next venue award to Tiffany Bellino, owner of the Neathery Estates Bed and Breakfast in McKinney. Voted McKinney's #1 hotel in 2019, 2020, and 2021. The Neathery offers a full McKinney Historic District experience. As hotelier, Tiffany Bellino deserves accolades for a job well done, along with her mother, Renee Sullivan, also a part owner, who has supported her all along the way of this grand venture. We watched Tiffany, Renee, and our past president, Steve Sullivan, who's no longer with us, remodel the estate, turn it into a beautiful property. With her past experience managing other high-end hotel properties, Tiffany has turned the Neathery Estates into a 5-star beauty. In 2019 and 2021, Tiffany and Renee hosted the Dallas Songwriters Christmas Party at the Neathery, where we took over the living room, the conservatory, the back porch, and all around the pool. We sang Christmas songs and had the best Christmas party ever. Yes, it's a wonderful place to sleep, but it's also a wonderful place to party, and the Neathery is available for special events. We really want to thank Tiffany and Renee for hosting our best Christmas parties ever. So here's how our certificate reads. Dallas Songwriters Association presents Tiffany Bellino, owner of the Neathery Estate Bed and Breakfast, with the 2021 Excellence in Community Service Award for the outstanding venue for supporting original music and the best hotel in town. Thank you so much, Tiffany and Renee.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
They look like twins.
Have you anytime.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Okay, Barb, I'm going to do a gallery view, and we're going to play our winning song. There they are, folks. There they are. Okay, just hang on here. Got something for you. Okay. thank y'all very much for coming, everybody, and attending and playing and all that stuff.
Thank you, Harry. Thank you, Barbie. Thank you, everyone. Alexis, Ace, Michael, Ricky.
Enjoyed it. And congratulations to the winners.
Bob.
Thank you, everyone.
Hippie Bobby.
Much love.
If my dad was here, I'd ask him to dance. This is awesome dance music.
I remember dancing on my top of my daddy's feet when I was little.
How about a couple props out to Harry, who does so much?
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
Harry.
you, Harry.
Our wizard behind the curtains. We now get to see his face instead of somebody's certificate.
Single most patient person I've ever met.
I was on every screen the whole show, y'all. All the way. Just
Green a hog.
hide behind the green screen. Now, doesn't Barb look pretty? And Alexis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has been a good safari. We've really discovered some good songs here past 2 weeks.
I mean, we had a cowboy out there in West Texas, and we had a hippie up there and down there in Deep Ellum, and this has been a good show.
Hey, Joe.
And a guy with a split personality.
Somebody's playing.
Who is that singing? Is that Frank Sinatra?
Sounds like it.
I thought it was Dean Martin, but okay.
Great show today, Harry.
Who's your trombone player? That you
Michael, I can't believe it. Song of the year.
Yeah.
And Stephen
Got
Troum.
2 times now.
Yeah.
Mazel tov, dude.
What's the record, Barbie?
The record for Songwriter
How
of
many
the
times somebody's won the Song of the Year?